In this video, let's finalize our crave for gameplay and detect if there's collision between us and the turret so that we can hide behind walls and the turret will not notice us. Okay, to do so, we can simply extend our artificial intelligence code here by adding certain things before the return true. You know, as long as we add it before the return true, the rotation isn't done unless the can attack target function returns true. So we can add our collision script in here. Now we've already done collision before using ray casting, and that's the exact same method that we'll use here. So let's type hit variable and define this as a ray cast hit variable. And I am having a little typo here. There we go. Now we need to check if there's collision. Check if there's collision in between turret and target. Okay, so let's add an if statement. Good old if statements, we're using them all over the place. And in this if statement, let's throw a ray cast, or in this case, let's use a line cast. It's pretty much the same thing, physics dot line cast. And then the line cast needs three variables. First one is our current position, and that will function as the first point of the line. Then next, the target position, and that will be the second part of our line. And then last but not least, the hit variable that we have defined here. Okay, so that will save the collision information inside of the hit. Now, if we're inside of this if statement, it means something is colliding with our line cast. So in this case, that could be either the player or the geometry around us, so walls or anything like that. So we need to check what this is, and we can use that by, for example, looking at the tag of the player. So if hit.collider.gameObject.tag not equals our player, so that means if we are not colliding with our player, then let's print something in our debug window and say there's an item in the way, and the item is hit.collider.gameObject.name, and this will print the name of the item that is in the way, so that if we walk through the level to debug things, we know exactly what is in the way. And this will prove to be pretty cool in a second. I'll show you that. Alright, let's add the else statement and type print, and we'll notify here that our line cast is in fact hitting our player. So let's say player detected. So that means our turret is going to go crazy. And then return hit.transform, or in this case, let's just use return true. Alright, now this should work. Let's double check if we have any errors in our script. Nothing is popping up. So let's play, and right now it says player detected, but let's hide away against this cube, and it says item in the way, cube. Very nice. Now we're detected again. Let's go through the door, and as soon as we're actually out of range here. Okay, let's test this again and move this one a little closer to the wall. Play. Player detected, and now as soon as we hide away behind the wall, it will say item in the way, wall. Very nice. Now our range is a little short, so we could change that for the big turret eventually, but our code is working, so very nice. We can be out of range, we could be hiding against walls, and our rotation damping is slower. Now it's quite a bunch of script, but still, if you look at the script that we have, it's not that long. It still almost fits one page if you would print this. So very powerful coding here going on in Unity 3D. Not a whole lot of lines going on. And so next, let's try and attach this script, and I'll show you what complications you might walk into as soon as you start attaching a perfectly good script to a model that has multiple items. So let's go there next and make sure that we have some spectacular stuff going on as soon as our turret works. I really can't wait.